Welcome to Remote Learning Fundations Style. So, the last time we talked about a lot of different glued sounds and we introduced some new glued sounds. And now we're going to talk a little bit more about glued sounds and what it means when you add a suffix and make it plural. We'll go into that. So, for example, I'm going to write the word king. So let's tap out king. Ing, king. Remember, the three letters go down for the glued sound. So the glued sound is the ing. And the first letter, the first sound. So this is how we're going to tap it out. Ing, king. Okay? And we've been learning that this is a base word. And we've been also learning that when you add an S, that's the suffix. Okay? I hope you can see that. So this is the base word and this is the suffix. Okay? So usually we were talking about when you add a suffix to the base word, it makes the word plural. And we talked about plural meaning more than one. So today is going to be a little bit different. You might see that I'm adding an S to a word and it doesn't become plural. Interesting. Okay, so kings become kings. We would say that's plural. That means there's one king, and when you add an S up, I see so many kings. That means more than one. But what if we had this word? I don't have all my supplies here, so I'm using a paper towel or eraser right now. What if we had the word bang? So we know what bang means. Like bang, we heard a loud bang, right? So bang, first sound, glued sound. So let's tap out bang. Ang, bang. Once again, can you tell me which one is the base word? Right there. Bang is the base word. So bang is the base word. And now we're going to add the suffix. Now in this case, if you notice, I add an S, but when I add an S, it actually it becomes an action word. So you notice that? So adding an S, which is the suffix, to the word bang makes it become an action word. So she bangs the table. That's an action. It's not that there's so many bangs everywhere. Oh my gosh, bangs, bangs, bangs. It's an action word now. So sometimes when you add a suffix to a base word, it becomes plural, or sometimes the word becomes an action word. Okay? So you're going to be able to tell me, is the suffix making the word plural, or is the suffix making the word an action word? Okay? So let's try another word. Okay. What about the word ring? Ring. So let's tap out ring together. Ring, ring. Okay, so now we've tapped out ring. I'm going to add a suffix. I'm going to add the S. Now, Is ring, when I add an S, does it become plural or does it become an action word? Hmm, tricky one, right? Because if we're talking about an actual ring on your finger, when we add an S, it can be plural, right? You can say, oh, there's so many rings. She has so many rings. It becomes plural. But what if we're talking about an action? She rings the bell, right? So adding an S in this case, it made it made the word plural. It depends on how you're using the word. So the word becomes plural, more than one, if you want to say you have a lot of different rings. Or it becomes an action word, like for example, if you're ringing a bell. She rings a bell. Okay? So for this one is a very unique, right? Action as well as plural. Okay? We're going to try another word. And this one, you should be able to tell me there might be a digraph in this new word that I'm going to put on the board. You should be able to identify that digraph and the glued sound. So, which one? See, this is the word think. Okay? Let's tap out think. Ink, think. Okay, I see a digraph. Which one is the digraph? If you said TH, you are correct. TH is the digraph. We learned a lot about digraphs. TH is the digraph. Okay, now, which one is the glued sound? We've learned about glued sounds. The glued sound is the ink. I-N-K. Okay, so I'm going to write glued sound. So in this word alone, we have a digraph and a glued sound. So now we're going to see. I'm going to add an S. And let's see if it becomes an action word, right? If the S made it become an action word, or like the S, adding the S, made it become plural. Okay? So think becomes think. Think. Well, I wouldn't say that's plural. It's not more than one think. No. Thinks would have to be an action word. When you're thinking, that's an action. So I'm going to put action. Oh, can't see the A. Action word. Okay? So it becomes an action word. So we just have to be mindful that there are a lot of words. It's not always that when you put an S to a word, it becomes plural. Sometimes when you put an S to a word, it's talking more about the action. Okay? So now we're moving on, and we're going to move on to one of the tricky words for this week. So let's look at it. Some and come. So watch me as I write a sentence with the tricky word. Okay? Can you see it? Oh, no, you can't see that. Okay, let's make it a little bit closer. Okay. Come have some lunch. Okay, so this is the sentence. Come have some lunch. So I want you to look at specific things in this sentence. Number one, my sentence started, I didn't use most of the board, it's kind of cut off, but my sentence here started with a capital C. So if you look at it, take a look. You can tell it's a capital C because you see how the C is larger than the words, the rest of the letters in this word. So I start with a capital C because anytime I start a sentence, I should always make sure that I have a capital letter. That's very important. Okay? So come starts with a capital C. And notice at the end right here, this is an indicator that I've ended the sentence. That's why you put a period. Because to be honest, a lot of us, when we're writing our sentences, we forget to put a period at the end of our sentence. And we also forget to start with a capital letter to begin our sentence, okay? So we're just reminding you, okay, of that. Now, we also talked about scooping and not reading like a robot. So, come, have some lunch. We want it to be smoother. So, come have some lunch. Okay, so you see how that's nice and smooth? Come have some lunch. So that's basically what we were going over today. I just want to thank you so much for joining in again. Please remember to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be able to get the latest videos. And keep up with your work, keep practicing, and see you next time.